Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lauren Ashley, and we have a lot to talk about. So, we're going to be talking about claircognizance, and we're also going to talk about the devil. I wanted to combine these two topics. Ugh, my hair is so bushy. I just can't even. Oh my gosh. So we have Holly that joined and we have Jalen that joined. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to this talk. I actually want to go over what I'm going to talk about. And then if you guys want to join in the conversation and share your thoughts, be more than welcome to do so because I'm still trying to figure all of this stuff out. So I want to talk about claircognizance. Claircognizance means clear knowing. Like, how do you know you are getting the messages? You just 100% sure that what you're getting is what it is. Like, for example, I've had a dream where I was just minding my own business, just really engulfed by the dream I was having. And then suddenly, before I even saw Jesus Christ, I felt Jesus Christ. And I just happened to look over and he was there. And it was really amazing to see him just sitting right in front of me. And I was really taken aback. Like, usually anytime I see Jesus Christ, I don't ever say anything. I'm always speechless. Like, I'm like, oh my God. And he was whispering. I haven't posted the video yet, but it was a very powerful video. I couldn't hear what he was saying, so I brought him closer to my ear to hear what he was saying, and he was speaking a different language that I've never studied. And then right after that, some dark entity entered my body and just invaded my entire spirit. So obviously this dark spirit wanted to interrupt that whole process. Because like when I got this information, even though I could not speak the language, I was processing the sounds and patterns. And this dark entity interrupted that. It interrupted me processing the words because my brain was like forming the words and the spelling of the words, but he interrupted that whole thing. And so I woke up and it seemed like the dark entity was trying to put me against Jesus Christ. And I was just like really scared. Like there were moments where I would think about Christ and then I like scream in my subconscious because I thought that was the devil or something like that. And it wasn't, because it says, sounds like the dark entity was playing like Jesus. You really think so? Because would he say those messages? Because when I translated those messages, it was Arabic, because I took those same messages and I said the same exact messages that Jesus said. It came up as Arabic and it said, I love you. And then he said, my love. Would the devil say that to me? Would the devil say, I love you? Would the devil say, my love? It just seemed like, from what I'm trying to comprehend, is that he was trying to interrupt that. And that's why we're having this conversation. Like, how do we know if good people, if these people are pretending to be other people? Like, how do we discern who these people are? And that's why we're on the topic of claircognizance, is that it's clear knowing. You feel their energy. So there's that. There's another moment that I had where I had Mary Magdalene come to me. And it's just like I'm not controlling these visions at all. That's another thing, a form of clairvoyance, where you get these thoughts that will come to you out of nowhere. They will come to you out of your control. And she said, look to Jesus's teachings. And I started to think about Jesus, and then I shook my head. Like I realized that I was becoming distant after all that's happened. So it seemed like the devil was really trying to keep me away from the spiritual realm. The devil was really trying to keep me away from Jesus. I don't even think the devil wanted me to think about Jesus. So I did have those moments where I would kind of like interrupt my own self and shake myself out of these moments because I didn't want to encounter another demonic entity or whatever. And so then, but it's just like, why would the devil tell me to read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I felt Mary, I just felt that that was Mary Magdalene. Like, you can feel their energy. There was another situation, and this is from the past, where there was a person that I knew personally that was in my dream. I'm like, oh, hey girl, how you doing? She's like, hi. And she was like very like friendly or whatever. But then she started to get me to believe that God doesn't exist. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean God doesn't exist? And we started to have a debate. She was like, well, we've all been manifested here. I'm like, well, how? I kept asking her, I'm like, how were we manifested here? There's obviously a cause to all of this. We didn't just, spit out into existence out of nothingness without a cause. I'm like, how? Can you please explain how? And then I noticed that she was becoming very angry at me. She started to get angry. She went from being really nice to very angry. So I knew that that was the devil pretending to be my friend. And it's just like, you have to like listen to what the devil is saying to you, because like you can tell if the devil's trying to deceive you. But at the same time, you can tell if that's the person that's actually trying to give you valuable information. So this is where I'm at right now. So it says the devil is a deceiver. Dark energies will use familiar people to get close. Exactly. So there's another thing that I'm going to get at. The other day, it was around June 19th, I wanted to contact a particular medium because I was in this situation where I was in this spiritual battle where I had a hard time discerning what was true, what was not true. If I'm really, who am I talking to? Am I really talking to the actual person? Am I not? And this is where your clairs come into place. You have clairvoyance, you have clairsentience, you have clairaudience, and you also have claircognizance, which is clear knowing. And I think claircognizance and clairsentience plays together, because clairsentience is when you can feel the energy. So I contacted, my goal was to contact a particular medium, and I can't really remember exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines of, Michael, please give me the protection so that I can do this. And I said, my goal is to contact medium so-and-so. And so I don't want to give her name because I just want to keep these things private. And I think I'm going to edit that girl's name out of that other video that I did. And so I'm trying to contact medium so-and-so and so. I'm looking to learn about mediumship because you've had a lot more experience than I have. Like, you travel all over the world, you do readings for people, and you use your mediumship abilities. I just really need to know how to counteract these dark entities, because I have all of these dark entities in my house and I just don't know, and I really need your help. Can you please help me? I was trying to contact her higher self, and then eventually I started to see a form of her in my head, but she didn't say anything, and I'm like, I really, really, really need your help. And then all of a sudden I get this energetic power that entered my left ear. This is the same ear that Jesus Christ spoke to me in. And at first I thought it was her, but I'm like, no, wait a minute, this really hurts. This is really painful. And then it found its way to get inside of me, and it was so foreign. It was so dark. And I was screaming, no. I said, no, this is not who I wanted to speak with. I want this particular girl that I wanted to speak with. And I knew that that wasn't her, because this energy was just, it was so dark. And it's just like, this person cannot be that dark, because it's just like, when you have that much darkness and density in your soul, why would you even want to help people?